Armstrong and welcome to Pointless, the quiz where the lowest scorers are the biggest winners. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hello, I'm Maria. This is my good friend Anne, and we're from Kent.
Couple number two.
Hi, I'm Dave. This is my wife Pam, and we're from a little village called Trimsaran in South Wales.
Couple number three.
Hi, I'm Amber, and this is my mum Anna, and we're from Brighton.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, I'm Alistair, I'm from Wakefield, and this is my daughter Brittany, and she's from Birmingham.
And these are today's contestants. There we are. Welcome to the show. Lovely to have you with us. Warm welcome. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce. His guess isn't actually as good as mine. It's considerably better. It's my pointless friend. It's Richard.
Hi, hey everybody. Welcome along. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Oh, do you know, mustn't grumble.
Now, what a run of shows we've had.
I know.
Like super smart contestants and lovely contestants. And yet, can we give away the jackpot?
Oh.
Thus far, no.
No, we tried.
We keep getting sort of close and, you know, people getting nice little categories and not quite getting it. So, listen, one of these days we're going to give it away.
I think it's too big now. It's too big. It's too big.
Yeah,
I think we should slash it.
That's a good idea.
Just keep a bit in reserve.
Tax-free as well. That's what people don't know. The jackpot.
The Jackie,
Yeah,
tax-free.
can you believe it? No VAT, no tax, nothing.
Thank you very much indeed. Lance and Rowan, brilliant contestants, got through to the final last time, and as you gather, they didn't win it, which means we start off with a jackpot of 14,000 on the nose. There we are. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. It will always be the pair with the highest score at the end of each round that gets eliminated, so just keep your scores low. Best of luck. Our first category this afternoon is pop music. Can you decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns acts that got no higher than number 3 in the UK singles chart. Richard.
Yeah, we're going to show you 7 song titles on each board. They all got to number 3 in the charts, and that's the highest that their act ever got in the UK charts. But who had these number 3 hits in the years shown, please?
Thank you very much indeed. A board of number 3s. Here they are. We have got You're So Vain, 1973. The Great Beyond, 2000. That Don't Impress Me Much, 1999. It Might As Well Rain Until September, 1962. Sittin' on the Dock of the Bay, 1968. Love in the First Degree, 1987. And Dear Prudence, 1983. I'll read those again for you. You're So Vain. The Great Beyond. That Don't Impress Me Much. It Might As Well Rain Until September. Sittin' on the Dock of the Bay. Love in the First Degree. And Dear Prudence. Anne, welcome back.
Thank you.
Good to have you with us again. It was a very short-lived appearance last time. We had to say goodbye in round 1.
I know, well...
We'll have no more of that. Carry on.
Maria let me down.
Remind us all about yourself, man.
So I'm a civil servant from Kent. My big hobby is music. So I shouldn't say that really now with this category. It's not my era at all. But no, so I love music and I also like football.
Very good. I mean, I hope there's one there that doesn't turn your blood cold.
There's quite a few that I know, but it's just
good.
which is the lowest scoring one. So I think I'm going to go for the top one, Carly Simon.
Carly Simon, for You're So Vain. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Carly Simon. Carly Simon is right. Down now goes to 51. Not bad. Solid start.
Yeah, very nice start, Carly Simon. Mick Jagger sings backing vocals on that song. You can hear him very clearly towards the end of it.
I did not know that.
Yeah, take a listen.
His voice probably doesn't really blend that well, I wouldn't have thought.
No, it's only towards the end you can really hear him.
Thank you very much indeed. Pam, welcome to Pointless.
Hello.
Lovely. I love the sound of your village in South Wales.
Thank you.
Tell us all about yourself, Pam.
I work in a veterinary practice, doing the admin for them, and I'm sort of semi-retired, so I spend the rest of the time walking the dogs, enjoying myself.
That's
really.
nice. Do your dogs ever come into the veterinary practice? Do they come and... It's a bit of a busman's day out for them, I suppose.
It is. No, they don't usually come into my practice. No,
actually, dogs never like the smell of a vet's clinic, do they?
They hate the vets.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I know. OK, so, Pam, what would you like to go for on our board here?
Well, I don't know very many of them, unfortunately, but I think I'm going to go for the third one down. That didn't impress me much. Shania Twain.
Shania Twain, says Pam. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Shania Twain. Well, 51's our only score so far. 62 of them said Shania Twain, but that don't impress me much.
Yeah, well done. Man, I Feel Like a Woman, which is from the same album, Come On Over, also got to number 3. But that album is the 15th best-selling album of all time in the UK.
Because it just stayed and stayed and stayed and stayed.
Yeah, absolutely. But, yeah, no number 1 or number 2 for Shania Twain. That's a funny thing to say, isn't it? No number 1 or number 2.
No, none of that.
It's like one of those car journeys with the kids, isn't it?
Yeah. Thank you very much indeed. Now, Anna, welcome.
Hi.
Good to have you here. Tell us all about yourself, Anna.
Well, I try and do as little as possible now. I've engineered my life.
Oh, so do I.
Yeah, it's good. I was a probation officer until about 4 years ago and left to kind of move around the world a little bit, and now I'm coming back to it.
Did you enjoy your 2 years out of off-grid, we might say?
Yeah, I loved it. It was absolutely fantastic.
Where's the best place you went to?
Well, to be honest, it was Yorkshire. It's Hebden Bridge.
You see, sometimes...
Just wonderful people, and obviously apart from my hometown of Brighton.
It is lovely.
Which is
It
always
is lovely
special.
up there, certainly. Now, Anna.
Yes.
Our board.
I am going to go for Love in the First Degree, which is, I hope, my old nickname, Bananarama.
Just before we answer that, why was your nickname Bananarama?
My dad was really angry when Bananarama came out because he called me that from day one. And when he still called me Bananarama, people used to think, oh, like the pop group. No, I came up with it first. Yeah. And after all that, I hope it's correct.
Well, let's find out. Bananarama for Love in the First Degree, is it right? It is right. 62's our high score, 51's our low, and you passed them both. Look at that, 25.
Well played, Anna. Yeah, they had 3 number 3 hits, Bananarama, that one, and Robert De Niro's Waiting, and Help as well.
They never went above number 3.
They never had a number 1, they never had a number 2.
Extraordinary.
Which means it's a very, very bad nickname for a baby. It's virtually all they have.
Yeah. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Alistair.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Tell us all about yourself again, Alistair.
I'm a bridge engineer from Wakefield in Yorkshire.
This, as we discovered, is very exciting because in your portfolio of bridges, you've got ancient bridges and modern bridges.
Really quite modern bridges, yes.
Do you have a favourite bridge?
It's the scheduled ancient monument that we've got, about 14th century.
Yeah.
With a chapel on it.
Chapel in the middle. Yeah. Was that for people who just got into the middle of the bridge and thought, whoa, this is just too scary? Oh, there's a chapel.
Well, quite often these bridges were built on the edges of towns, and then when the walls closed at night, people would take shelter or refuge in the chapel outside the town.
Yeah, that's right. It's a very dangerous place outside town walls.
It still is.
Yeah, it still is. Absolutely right. OK, now, Alistair, you're the last person to have this board. Why don't you fill in all those blanks for us?
Because I don't know them. The top one, I have absolutely no idea. The Great Beyond, not a clue. The bottom one, Dear Prudence, be somebody like The Cure. So I'm left with Sitting on the Dock of the Bay, which I'm pretty sure is going to be Otis Redding.
Shall we put it to the test?
Yeah.
OK, Otis Redding. How many of our 100 people said it? It is indeed Otis Redding. And it's not our highest score. Look at that, 42. Not bad at all.
Well played, Alistair. Otis Redding, of course. He also wrote R.E.S.P.E.C.T., the Aretha Franklin song.
Well, how do you like that? I didn't know that. I love it when you discover that.
Yeah.
It's a bit like Jimmy Webb and
these
Neil
extraordinary
Diamond
songs.
wrote all kinds of songs.
Talking of which, actually,
yeah,
one of the greatest songwriters of all time also sang It Might As Well Rain Until September. Do you know that one? She also wrote You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman for Aretha Franklin. And it's Carole King, yeah. And she would have scored you 11 points. Dear Prudence, you're quite right. It is someone like The Cure.
Susie and the Banshees.
Susie and the Banshees, yeah. Cover of the Beatles track. That would have scored you 15. Robert Smith from The Cure actually plays drums on that track, Dear Prudence. And The Great Beyond, very much not their most famous song.
R.E.M.
R.E.M. And that would have scored you 8 points. Best answer on the board. Well done if you said R.E.M.
Thanks, Rich. Well, we're about to come down the line again. All I can tell you, though, is, Anna, you are our low scorers, and Pam and Dave, you're our high scorers. So, Dave, good luck with that. Let's come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, 7 more titles of songs that never went higher than number 3. Here they are. Who had hits with these? It Must Have Been Love, 1990s. Somewhere Only We Know, 2004. Living in the Past, 1969. What's Love Got to Do with It, 1984. Souvenir, 1981. I'm in the Mood for Dancing, 1980. And Baker Street, 1978. And here they are one more time. It Must Have Been Love. Somewhere Only We Know. Living in the Past. What's Love Got to Do with It? Souvenir. I'm in the Mood for Dancing. And Baker Street. There we are, Brittany, welcome back.
Thank you very much.
Well, oh, that was a scary moment there. Alistair, I mean, for a moment, I thought he was going to have to make something up. And then pulls it out of the bag, 42. Fabulous score. Remind us all about yourself, Brittany.
So I am a teacher in Birmingham. Teach history, but also teach a bit of RE, a bit of geography, a bit of sociology. Jack of all trades, master of none, I think is the phrase.
Sounds like you're master of lots, actually. But there we are. Now, Brittany, you're on 42.
Okay.
At this early stage, 19 is your target, nominally.
Okay. I don't think I'm going to hit 19. I think I'm going to go for Somewhere Only We Know, Snow Patrol.
Snow Patrol, says Brittany. OK, here is your red line. Let's see what happens when we say Snow Patrol. Bad luck, Brittany. I'm afraid that's an incorrect answer. Scores you 100 points. It may not be the last 100 of the round, but your total is 142.
Sorry, Brittany, I'll give you the correct answer at the end of the pass. Due to a typo, I'm a jack of all trades and a master of nine.
Now, Amber, welcome to Pointless. Tell us all about yourself, Amber.
So I work in a language school in an admin position. I've only been there for a couple months, so there's not much to say about that. But in my
does
free time...
Does the language school teach lots of languages, or does it teach English to
Just English.
It teaches English to other people. I see.
Yeah.
So you hear all kinds of languages coming in.
Yeah, absolutely, all over the place. Italian's probably the most popular people we have in.
So as an admin person there, how is your language?
I speak English very well.
Wonderful. Amber, you are on 25. Look, you're through to the next round. Brilliant low score from Anna in the first pass. So, yeah, doesn't matter what you score here.
Great. Well, I'm going to go for Somewhere Only We Know as well. So I'm going to... I think it's Keen?
Keen,
Yeah.
says Amber. No red line, you're already through. How many people said Keen? It is indeed Keen. Down it goes to 38. Not bad at all. Taking your total up to 63.
Very well played. Yeah, they also had two number threes. Is It Any Wonder was number 3 as well. But the album, that's from Hopes and Fears. That's 35th best-selling album of all time in the UK.
That'll do.
Their first 5 albums all went to number 1.
Yeah, exciting. Thank you very much indeed. Now, Dave, welcome to Pointless. Tell us all about yourself, Dave.
I'm a first aid trainer. I teach people to save lives. I've been doing that for about 30 years now.
Have you ever had, in the midst of a first aid lesson, have you ever had cause to put it into practice?
Oh, a number of occasions.
Number of times.
Thankfully, just minor things.
OK, phew.
So we show a bit of video of somebody bleeding and then somebody in the class will faint.
That's quite common, isn't it? A lot of people. Anyway, there we are. So, Dave, Dave, you're on 62. If you can score 79 or less, you're into the next round.
I'm singing that I'm in the mood for dancing in my head all the time.
Dave, are you in the mood for dancing?
I wish I was. No, I really don't know. I'm going to go for Baker Street and say The Who.
OK, The Who, says Dave, for Baker Street. Let's see. There's your red line. Well, that's a nice reprieve for Brittany and Alistair over there on the far podium. But I'm afraid that scores you 100 points, Dave. 162 is your total.
Yeah, unlucky, Dave. When you don't know them, you don't know them. I'll go through all the answers at the end of the pass.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now then, Maria, welcome back. Remind us all about yourself, Maria.
Hello, yes, I'm a marketing and events coordinator from Tunbridge Wells. I work for a marine seismic company in the oil and gas industry. And,
it's a fascinating world, though, isn't
it? It's amazing. It's a great place to work. I love it.
And presumably, technology means we're learning more about it all the time.
Oh, it's always advancing, and we have an R&D, a research and development team who are just always finding new ways of doing their job, and it's incredibly scientific, and I don't know an awful lot about it. I'm on the sort of admin side, so.
Do you know an awful lot about this board, Maria?
Not bad, actually.
We haven't done brilliantly this round, this part,
Yeah.
it has to be said. Quite a lot for you to fill in there.
Yeah, so I'll give it a go. Living in the past, I think, could be something like Hawkwind or something, but What's Love Got to Do with It is Tina Turner. Souvenir, absolutely no idea. I'm in the Mood for Dancing, I think, is the Nolan Sisters. And Baker Street is Jerry Rafferty. So I'm going to play it really safe, because I think it's the Nolan Sisters, but I'm going to go Baker Street, Jerry Rafferty.
Jerry Rafferty, says Maria for Baker Street. There's no red line for you. You're already through to the next round. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Jerry Rafferty. Jerry Rafferty is right. Down it goes to 35. 86 is your total.
Yeah, very well played, safe and sound. Did very nicely on the rest of the board as well. I'm in the Mood for Dancing was the Nolans. I've given you the Nolan Sisters. 48 for that. What's Love Got to Do with It was Tina Turner. 58. Now, Living in the Past, not Hawkwind, not a million miles away. So it's Jethro Tull. Would have scored you 9 points. It must have been Love.
I think it's Roxette.
It was Roxette, yeah, I couldn't work it out. 26 for that. The best answer on the board. The answer to this is also the answer to the question, what do you call the guy with a bird of prey on each shoulder who's doing the vacuuming at night? Shall I tell you? It was, of course, Hawk Kestrel Man Hoovers in the Dark.
Oh.
Or Kestrel Manoeuvres in the Dark was the answer to that.
That's good. I knew the answer without the clue, though. But yeah,
did you?
but still, Hawk Kestrel Man Hoovers in the Dark.
Yeah,
That's
11 points.
That's
I didn't
brilliant.
make it up. That's not
really?
one of mine. That is not author's own.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
OK, thank you very much indeed. Right, we are at the end of our first round, which means, as is traditional, we have to say goodbye to our first pair. Dave and Pam, you are that first pair, but you're going to be back next time.
Yeah.
I have no doubt of that. And let's hope we can take it lots further. But in the meantime, thanks very much, Dave and Pam.
Thank you.
But for the remaining three pairs, it is now time for round two. Oh, well, phew-ee, Brittany and Alistair, and very well done, Anna and Amber, our low scorers there. Best of luck to all three pairs. Our category for round two this afternoon is art. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many artists on the Daily Telegraph's list of the 100 greatest artworks of all time as they could.
Yes, the Daily Telegraph published this list in November 2018, 100 greatest artworks of all time, painting, sculptures, installations, photography, all sorts of different works of art. We're looking for the name of any artist who had a work on that list, please. We would accept surnames.
Just surnames?
Yeah.
That's good. Oh, there's a chance to fill the jackpot here if people know their art. Now, Maria, what are you thinking of?
I'm thinking of a lot of old classic ones and sort of modern ones, but I think I'm going to go for Cézanne.
Cézanne, says Maria. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Cézanne. Cézanne won. Very well done indeed, Maria. One for Paul Cézanne.
Yeah, Madame Cézanne in a red dress is on that list. Whether that's his wife or his mother, I know not.
Who knows?
Or someone who was coincidentally also called Cézanne.
Cézanne.
It's possible, isn't it?
Yeah. Wonderful. So, Amber, over to you.
It's not really my strong point. I'm really bad at remembering anybody's name. So I'm just going to go out on a limb and name an artist that I know and go with Kandinsky.
Kandinsky, says Amber. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Kandinsky. It's right. Done indeed. But that's the kind of reaction I always hope to get for a pointless answer. That adds £250 to today's jackpot, takes it up to £14,250, and it scores you nothing. Very well done indeed.
It's nicely done, isn't it? Yeah, that's Vasily Kandinsky. Composition 6 was the title of his... come on, mate. If he's an artist, think of a better title.
Composition 6.
We could think of a better title than that. Composition 6.
I think yes. Thank you very much indeed. Now, Brittany.
Hello.
Hello.
OK, not up on artists very well, but I'm going to go for the only one I can think of at the moment as Barbara Hepworth.
Barbara Hepworth. I mean, in the tradition of this round, what you have to do before getting a pointless answer is say, I don't really know anything about this. Barbara Hepworth. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. Oh. Oh.
Again.
What an omission.
OK.
Is all I can say. I'm afraid that's incorrect.
Yeah, I think that's unfortunate. I was surprised she wasn't on that list, but she's not, I'm afraid.
Thank you very much. Just before we come back down the line, let us rejoice in the low score of Amber and Anna and despair at the high score of Brittany and Alistair. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, Alistair, remember we're looking for the name of any artist on the Daily Telegraph's list of 100 greatest artworks of all time.
Yeah. Obviously, I've got to go low, really low. I was going to go with Barbara Hepworth if Brittany didn't, because she's from Wakefield. So, and her dad was a bridge engineer.
Oh, it just gets better and better. Wow.
So, I've got to take a punt. So, I'm going to say Hogarth.
Hogarth, says Alistair. No red line for you, I'm afraid, you're the high scorers, but let's see how many of our 100 people said Hogarth. Hogarth is right. Down to 101 is your total.
I mean, you had to score one or fewer, and you did. That's very impressive, Alistair. Nicely done. Yeah, William Hogarth, named after the Hogarth roundabout in Chiswick.
Yes, nice. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, Anna.
Hello.
You're through, by the way.
I know.
Through to the next
so
round.
glad I had
What about
kids.
another pointless answer?
That might be a bit much. I couldn't guess at an obscure one, really. I'm going to just go with Gaudi, because I love him.
Gaudi. OK, let's see if it's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. No red line for you.
Oh, thank you. Goodness for you.
I'm afraid an incorrect answer, but it doesn't matter. The joy of having a free
Daughter.
run like that, 100 points.
The joy of having a daughter, yeah, you're quite right.
Finally found it.
You can name an architect instead of an artist and you still get through. That's, honestly, it's worth having kids. It really is.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now then, Anne. Yes, we need a score of 99 or less from you.
OK. I'm going to go for something safe. Van Gogh.
Let's see. Here is your red line. It's high. There we are. You are through. Look at that. 29. Very well done indeed. 30 your total.
Good round from everybody. Well, good round for almost everybody there. It's not a bad... That was good, that was nice. Listen, Hepworth and Gaudi are not terrible incorrect answers.
No, they're
I think it went well. I'll give you some low scorers before we do the pointless answers. You would have got 2 for Matisse, Hieronymus Bosch and Edouard Munch. You'd have got 1 for Degas, Francis Bacon, Goya, Johannes Vermeer, Duchamp, Paul Gauguin, Paul Nash, Peter Paul Rubens, Renoir, Mondrian, Gainsborough. All of those would have scored you 1 point. Now, here are the pointless answers. Well done if you said any of these. Artemisia Gentileschi, she was the leading female painter of the Renaissance. Bridget Riley, abstract artist, was a pointless answer. John Everett Millais. Well done if you said Louise Bourgeois, she's the one who did that massive spider in the turbine hall of the Tate. Lucien Freud, a pointless answer. Marina Abramovich. Mark Rothko is a pointless answer. Botticelli as well. There's Kandinsky. You also could have had Van Eyck. You could have had Ai Weiwei. You could have had Gursky. You could have had Anselm Kiefer. Delacroix, a pointless answer as well. Yves Klein, also a pointless answer. So lots of good pointless answers out there.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So at the end of our second round, we have to say goodbye to another pair. And I'm afraid, Alistair and Brittany, it is you we have to say goodbye to. Yes, as Richard said, that wasn't a bad answer. I think Hepworth was an omission, as I say, but there we are. You can leave with your heads held high, and I'm sorry that you didn't get any further, but thank you very much for playing, Alistair and Brittany.
Thank you.
But for the remaining 2 pairs, it's now time for the head-to-head. Congratulations, Maria and Anne, Anna and Amber. You are now 1 step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £14,250. Before we play the head-to-head, shall we just see if we can add some more money to that jackpot? Nice little pointless round here, just totally bonus round. You don't lose anything at all. You just have to find the pointless answers. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many types of bag as they could, Richard.
Yeah, when we started this bonus booster round, we thought it was just nice to put a bit of extra money in the jackpot. We didn't know it was going to get up to £14,250. It seems superfluous. But yeah, we're going to show the names of 6 bags up on the board here. 2 of them are red herrings. They are not bags at all. They will score 100 points. But 2 of them are pointless answers. They will add £250 to the jackpot. See if you can spot both of those pointless answers at home. Essentially, if you've heard of it, don't say it.
That's it. OK, here are 6 potential bag types. And we've got Bergen, baguette, potiche, firmin, Gladstone, haversack. 4 of those are correct, and of those correct ones, 2 are pointless. Maria and Anne, you can do your talking out loud. Pool your knowledge, because it's in everyone's interest.
Definitely.
Gladstone. Talk out loud. OK, so, yeah, Gladstone I've heard of.
Yes, I have.
But I...
A Bergen, I think.
Do you think maybe Gladstone or Bergen? So,
Gladstone.
You think Gladstone?
Yeah.
Not Bergen. All right, should we go Gladstone?
No, go with your one.
Go with a hunch?
Yeah,
Sorry if it's wrong.
No, absolutely.
OK, we're going to go for Bergen, please.
You're going to go for Bergen.
Yes,
OK,
please.
let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people got it. Well, is it pointless? That's really what we're wanting to know. Bergen is right. And it's a pointless answer. Very well done indeed, Maria and Anne.
That's amazing.
You did very well there. Now, Anna and Amber. What are you thinking? We just need one other pointless answer.
What do you reckon?
Potiche? I've never heard of it. But I've never heard of a firmin either.
What should I go for? I literally don't know.
We'll go with potiche.
Potiche. Sounds good to me. Let's see. Is it?
Does sound great.
Is it a pointless answer? Potiche.
Yeah.
No bad luck. That was one of our incorrect ones. There we are. Richard.
Yeah, worth a go, though, and £250 between you, so that's lovely. Yeah, potiche is a type of vase. I think everyone knew Gladstone and haversack were both bags. They both would have scored you points. So the other pointless answer, we all sort of avoided because we thought was the joke answer, but it's baguette, which is a sort of bag you carry under your arm like a French stick. And the other incorrect answer, the creator of Bagpuss, Firmin, Pete Firmin.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Well, at the end of that round, you found 1 pointless answer, which means we've added £250 to the jackpot, which now stands at £14,500. Amazing. But who will be playing for it? Let's find out in the head-to-head. The first player to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot, and you're now allowed to confer. Here is your first head-to-head question. It's all about playing surfaces, Richard.
Yep, we're going to show you now the markings used for the playing surfaces for 5 different sports. But what are the sports, please?
Thank you very much indeed. Can you name the sports that are played on these surfaces? Here we have A, B, C, D, and E. There we are. So, Maria and Anne, you're our golden couple, so you get to go first.
OK, so... OK.
OK.
Right, we are going to go for A, and we're going to say curling.
Curling. Say Maria and Anne for curling. Anna and Amber, do you want to talk us through the rest of that board?
We knew A was curling. B, pretty sure is baseball. C looks a bit net.
We thought it was netball,
volleyball.
but it doesn't have the D, so I don't think it is.
Markings.
Might be volleyball. D.
D looks like a rugby ball.
It's the shape of rugby ball.
But E, we're pretty sure is ice hockey. I think we're going to go with that.
Yeah. E, ice hockey.
Yeah.
2 nice winter sports, curling and ice hockey. Maria and Anne have gone for curling for A. Let's see how many of our 100 said curling. Curling is right. That goes down to 35. Well done. Anna and Amber, meanwhile, have gone for ice hockey for E. Let's see how many of our 100 said ice hockey. Ice hockey is right. And that stops on 61. Very well done indeed, Maria and Anne. After one question, you were up 1-0.
Yeah, well played. You're right about baseball, but it's a big scorer. Would have scored you 68 points. If we'd forced you to guess, see what do you think you'd have gone for?
Volleyball. Oh.
You'd have won yourself the point. Volleyball. Would have scored you 18. And D is the best answer on the board, unsurprisingly. And that is Aussie rules football. And that would have scored 12 points.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. OK, now here comes your second question. Anna and Amber, you have to win this one, so best of luck. Our second question today is all about neighbouring coastal countries. Richard.
I'm going to show you 5 pairs of countries now. We're looking for the single country that has a coastline in between these 2 countries, please.
Thank you very much indeed. Here are the pairs of countries. And we've got France, Slovenia, Colombia, Guyana, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Finland, Norway, Cambodia, Malaysia. We're looking for countries that lie between the coasts of these countries. Anna and Amber will go first.
OK, we're going to have to go with France, Slovenia. I think that's Italy.
OK, Italy for France, Slovenia. Now then, Maria and Anne, do you want to talk us through the rest of that board?
Ooh, I think that Colombia and Guyana could be Suriname.
Cambodia, Malaysia could be Vietnam.
Finland, Norway, I think is going to be Sweden. Bangladesh, Pakistan, Sri Lanka. But I'm not sure, so what do you want to go for? Do you think Sweden for Finland and Norway? We'll go Sweden for Finland and Norway.
OK, Sweden for Finland and Norway. So we have France, Italy and Slovenia, Finland, Sweden, Norway. Anna and Amber have gone for Italy. Let's see if that is right for France, Slovenia. It's right. Down to 27, not bad at all. Maria and Anne, meanwhile, have gone for Sweden for Finland, Norway. Let's see how many of our 100 people went for Sweden. It's right. It's a high one, though, 59, which means well done, Anna and Amber. That's what we needed from you. You're back in the game after 2 questions. It's 1-1.
Well played. You wouldn't think you could get from France to Slovenia just going through one country, would you? But you're absolutely right, it is Italy. Now, let's fill in the rest of these. Colombia and Guyana. You would find Venezuela in the middle of the 2 of them. That would have scored you 7. Bangladesh and Pakistan. India. That would have scored 57. And Cambodia, Malaysia is Thailand. And that would have scored 15.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. OK, now here comes the decider. Whoever wins this third question will be going through to the final to play for that jackpot. Here is our third question. It's all about prices. Richard.
Yeah, if you win £14,500, you'd be looking at plenty of these. Yeah, we're going to give you 5 clues now. The answers all have the word price in them somewhere.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal our 5 price clues. Measure of inflation abbreviated as RPI, heroine of Jane Austen's novel Mansfield Park, UK TV game show hosted by Leslie Crowther from 1984 to 1988, US opera singer who received a Lifetime Achievement Grammy in 1989, and star of 1953 horror film House of Wax. There we are. Maria and Anne will go first.
Vincent Price might be better. OK, yeah, OK.
We're going to go for the bottom one, the star of the 1953 horror film House of Wax, Vincent Price.
Vincent Price, say Maria and Anne. Now then, Anna and Amber, do you want to talk us through the rest of that board?
Well, the top one, I think, is Retail Price Index. The heroine, don't know that one. UK TV game show was The Price is Right, and I don't know the opera singer. We'll go for Retail Price Index. Yeah. We'll go for the Retail Price Index. OK, RPI, Retail Price Index. Maria and Anne, you have gone for Vincent Price, star of House of Wax. Let's see how many of our 100 said that. Vincent Price is right. 44. Anna and Amber, you have gone for Retail Price Index for RPI. Let's see how many of our 100 said that. That is also right.
And it's going to be very close. And it wins the point by 1. 43. Wow. Very well done indeed. After 3 questions, Anna and Amber, you are through to the final 2-1.
I mean, it doesn't get any closer than that. Just 1 point in that final question. Very well played. Let's fill the rest of these in, shall we? The Jane Austen novel?
Fanny Price.
Fanny Price. That would have scored you 12 points. The game show?
Price is Right.
Price is Right. That would have scored 68. And the US opera singer is Leontine Price. And she would have scored you 1 point.
Thank you very much indeed. OK, so the pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head round, I'm afraid, Maria and Anne, it's you. Your second appearance on the show. It was round 1, first time round, not this time round, our golden couple. But I'm afraid you don't get to take a trophy home. Thank you so much for playing, though, Maria and Anne.
Thank you.
Right, for Anna and Amber, it is now time for our pointless final. Congratulations, Anna and Amber. You have fought off all the competition and you have won our coveted pointless trophy. You now have a chance to win our pointless jackpot. And at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £14,500. Well, I mean, you know, it very seldom gets up that high, but fun. What's going to help you take that home? What would you like to see come up?
It's all about food.
Food. Guns N' Roses. That's about it, actually.
Excellent. Food and Guns N' Roses. That's,
Preferably together.
OK, well, as always, you've got to choose from the 4 things we put up on the board. Let's see what today's selection looks like. We have got Johann Sebastian Bach, geology, Premier League goals, Israel.
We've had a lovely day.
I don't. It's got to be geology.
It's
the only one
got
we've
to
got.
be.
Football? No. Israel? No.
Back? No.
No.
We're going to go with geology.
OK, geology it is.
We're looking for any of the following, please. We're looking for the name of any geological eon, era or period as listed on the British Geological Survey's geological time chart. We are looking for the name of any mineral chemical element that is known to occur in nature in its native state, according to the IMA's list of minerals as of November 2018. Or we're looking for any tectonic plate of the Earth's crust that is more than 1 million square kilometres in area, according to Los Alamos National Laboratory. So we're looking for any eon, era or period. We're looking for any of those mineral elements in their native state or any tectonic plates of more than 1 million square kilometres. Very best of luck.
There we go. Thanks very much. Now, as ever, you've got up to a minute to come up with 3 answers. Just need a pointless answer to win the jackpot. Are you ready?
So ready.
Sure.
Good. Let's put 60 seconds on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
Any idea?
No. Okay, think, what kind of periods did Ross talk about in Friends? The something conic.
I literally don't even know.
Okay, well, mineral elements. Granite.
Is amber a mineral element? It does occur in its natural state.
We could go with that.
Yeah?
Let's go with
Why
amber.
not?
Yeah.
Shove my name up there, why not?
Doesn't feel right, but we'll go for it. And
Amber never does. Amber does not feel right. Tectonic plates.
No.
I've got nothing.
Eras. Come on, the
Eras and periods. Jurassic, obviously.
yeah. Pluriassic.
Potentially.
I listen to a lot of podcasts that talk about this stuff. It just
10 seconds
I've
left.
never paid attention to any of this stuff in my life. Why would I?
Okay.
What are we going to go for?
Jurassic.
Just say it.
Jurassic.
That's not a word.
Let's do it. We're going to go with that.
Okay.
OK, that's your time up. Sorry.
Yeah.
What? It's never long enough, that minute, is it? Although,
that was
actually,
a bit
or
too
maybe it's
long
just too
sometimes.
long. What are you going to give me?
Well, Jurassic we didn't make up.
It's real.
But
For what?
for eras and periods.
OK, Jurassic,
Plurassic, which we've made up.
Plurassic,
And amber that might be a mineral element.
and amber, a mineral element. Of those 3, which is your best shot at a pointless answer?
Well, plurassic, if it's a real thing.
We'll put last. Least likely to be pointless?
Jurassic.
Jurassic, and then amber goes in the middle. There we are. OK, well, let's put those answers up in that order. And here they are. We have got Jurassic, amber, plurassic. Well, if you were to win that jackpot, £14,500, what would you do with it, Anna?
Well, I'm currently working towards creating a community for me, my family and friends that have like-minded kind of ideas about how people can live, like to build a sustainable community. So that would all go into that pot to start a cooperative.
That's nice. A little
living slightly
Pantocratic
differently.
village.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Amber, how about you?
I would get a new flat, I'd go on holiday, and I would also get a really interesting pet. I have 2 hamsters at the moment, and I feel
Not
like
interesting enough.
No, not really.
I hope they're not
Beautiful.
watching. OK, so, well, very, very best of luck. 3 good answers on the board. Jurassic is your first answer. In this case, we were looking for geological eons, eras and periods. If Jurassic is pointless, £14,500 is yours. How many people said it? Oh, Jurassic is right. Just has to be pointless now if you'd win that jackpot. Still going down. 51. 51 for Jurassic. There we are. We now turn to your next answer, Amber, and we are looking for mineral elements that occur in their native state. So let's find out for £14,500 if Amber is right. And is it pointless? Amber. No, bad luck. I'm afraid not Amber. So we turn to your third and final answer, pluracic. I mean, the plur bit sounds feasible, and the Jurassic bit sounds feasible. It's just putting them together. But you just don't know.
Don't know.
It could be.
Maybe.
£14,500 is riding on it. If it's pointless, is it right, though? Pluracic. No, bad luck. That was just too good to be true, I suppose. I'm afraid you didn't manage to find the all-important pointless answer, so you don't win today's jackpot, but you do win today's trophy, so very, very well done for that.
And we finally get geology off our board as well.
Thank you.
Now, let's take a look at the pointless answers, shall we? We'll start with those geological eons, eras, etc. No Pluracic, but you could have had Archean, Hadean, Neoproterozoic, also could have had Paleoproterozoic as well. Tonian, there's Ectasian, Ordovician, Silurian, lots and lots of pointless answers there, unsurprisingly. Now, the mineral elements, that's a periodic table question in disguise, really. So we could have just sort of guessed a few of our old usual suspects. These were pointless answers. You could have said antimony, cadmium, chromium, osmium. There's a pointless answer. Bismuth, iridium, indium, palladium, rhodium, ruthenium, selenium, tellurium, and vanadium. Those were the pointless answers there. And those tectonic plates. 7 pointless answers here. Arabian, Burma, Cocos, Somali, Caroline, Fiji, and Philippine. Those were the pointless answers. Very well done, geologists who got any of those at home.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard, and thank you, Anna and Amber. I'm sorry you didn't win our jackpot today. That'll therefore roll over onto the next show, when we will be playing for £15,500. Join us then to see if someone can win it. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.